In this video, I'm going to provide more information about financial statement analysis and valuation project, which must be done by all students taking BA 360 Principle of Finance at Humboldt State University. Through this project, I would like to introduce students the basic techniques of financial statement analysis and valuation. As you can see in the syllabus, the total score you can receive doing this project is 20, which is 20% towards your final grade. And the project can be done in 3 parts. You can achieve 7 points per part 1, 7 points per part 2, and 6 points per part 3. The background to this project is this. A student investment fund at HSU has about 45,000 to invest. The finance students have managed the fund as buy and hold portfolio since its inception. The goal of the fund is to help students to learn principle of investing by investing no more than 25 to 30% of the portfolio net asset value per year. The investment horizon for HSU student fund is 5 to 10 years, which means that HSU fund will hold whatever stock it buys for 5 to 10 years. Students are fully responsible for doing research about the company before they invest in the company. And the following table depicts the holdings of the fund as of May 2018. So that means the HSU fund holds approximately 42 company as of now. And now your goal is to pick one of the company and analyze that company and suggest whether HSU's fund should still invest in that company or rebalance, meaning whether HSU fund should sell the stock of that company. So in order to receive full credit for this project, please perform the following task at outstanding levels. So part 1. So in part 1, you have 2 questions. One is provide background information about the company, and second question asks you to adjust financial statement for further analysis. In part 2, there are 2 questions, and first question asks you to compute these ratios. Alright, these ratios, and once you compute these ratios, in the second question asks you to interpret and analyze the company using this ratio. That's the part 2 of the project. In part 3, it asks you to compute the intrinsic value of a company using discounted free cash flow model. So first question in part 3 asks you to compute free cash flow and intrinsic value, and the second question in part 3 asks you to recommend whether HSU fund should still invest in the company that you are analyzing or it should sell. So this is how this project is organized. So you can do this in 3 parts. Part 1 basically asks you to provide background information about the company and download financial statement from Mergent Online and make some adjustment on these financial statement. Please watch one of the videos that I have uploaded for adjusting financial statement. So that's all the part 1 of the project. In part 2, you have to calculate ratios and interpret and analyze company using those ratios. So in part 3, you have to compute the intrinsic value of a stock of a company using discounted free cash flow valuation model, and finally you have to recommend whether whether HSU fund should invest in the company that you are analyzing or not. So this is all I'm expecting in this project. So if you start early, there's no rush and you can do this project quite well. Therefore, I would suggest you to start this project as early as possible. And if you have any question or concern, please let me know. Thank you.